For years, the customer journey was straightforward. Someone searched, clicked a website, compared a few options, and contacted a business. That journey is changing. More customers now ask AI tools to explain a problem, compare choices, estimate what something might cost, or recommend who to call. This does not mean your website is going away. It means your business has a new standard to meet. Can a customer, or a system helping that customer, quickly understand why you are a credible choice? Here is what that actually looks like in practice. A homeowner's HVAC system starts making a noise they have never heard before. 10 years ago, they would have Googled HVAC repair near me, clicked a few websites, and called whoever had the best looking page. Today, they open ChatGPT or Google's AI overview and type, "My air conditioner is running but not cooling the house. What's wrong and what should I expect to pay to fix it?" The AI gives them a clear answer. It explains the likely causes. It gives them a price range. It tells them what questions to ask a technician. And in some cases, it names specific businesses that are known for this type of work. The homeowner arrives at your phone call already educated. They already know what they want. They already have a number in their head. And if your business was not part of that AI answer, you were not part of their consideration. That is not a future scenario. That is happening right now across home services, professional services, healthcare, legal, financial, every category. The businesses that show up in those AI answers are not necessarily the biggest or the oldest. They are the clearest. They are the most specific. They are the most trustworthy on the page. That is what we are going to build today. There is a lot of noise around AI. Some predictions will prove right. Some will not. You do not need to rebuild your business around every new platform or bet on a specific timeline. But there is a behavior shift worth preparing for right now. People want clearer answers before they give you their time, money, or trust. So the question is not, how do I trick AI into ranking my business? The question is, can a customer quickly understand what we do, why they should trust us, and what to do next? At Beacon, we reduce the preparation to 3 foundations. Be understandable, be trustworthy, be actionable. If you strengthen these 3 things, you improve the way customers experience your business, whether they find you through AI, traditional search, a referral, social media, or a direct visit. Before we go through each of these, I want to show you the difference between a business that has this foundation and one that does not, because it is more obvious than most people expect. Imagine 2 landscaping companies in the same city. Company A's website says, "Quality landscaping services for residential and commercial clients. Call us for a free estimate." Company B's website says, "We serve homeowners in the North Metro area. Our most common projects are lawn maintenance, spring cleanups, and irrigation installs." Most lawn maintenance plans run between $120 and $180 per month, depending on lot size. Here is what our process looks like, and here is what our customers say about it. Same service, same city, same price range. But when an AI system is asked, "Who does good lawn care in the North Metro area?" Company B has given it something to work with. Company A has given it nothing. That is the entire game. Not technology, not a new platform. Just being specific enough that the right people and the right systems can understand you. Let's build that. First, be understandable. Most businesses describe themselves with broad marketing language. Quality service, trusted solutions. We put customers first. Those statements may be true, but they do not answer a real buying question. Customers ask specific things. My air conditioner is running, but it is not cooling. What could be wrong? Should I repair this part of my roof or replace the whole thing? Do you work with businesses our size? Your business becomes easier to choose when you answer the questions people are already asking. Start with your calls, sales conversations, emails, reviews, and support messages. Look for the questions that repeat. Then answer them in plain language. Say what the problem might be. Explain what changes the decision. Be honest about when an inspection or a conversation is necessary. Do not publish generic content because you think you are supposed to publish content. Publish useful answers because real people need them. Now, a practical note on how to find those repeating questions. You do not need a research tool or a consultant to start this. You need to look at 3 places you already have access to. First, your inbox. Go back through the last 90 days of customer emails and inquiries. Write down every question someone asked before they hired you. You will see patterns within the first 20 emails. Second, your reviews. Read your Google and Yelp reviews, not for the stars, but for the language. What words do customers use to describe the problem they had? What did they say they were worried about before they called? That is the language your content should be written in. Third, your sales calls. If you or your team takes discovery calls, start keeping a running list of the first 3 questions every prospect asks. Those questions are your content calendar. When you answer those questions publicly, on your website, in your videos, in your Google business profile, you are not just helping customers. You are giving AI systems the raw material they need to recommend you. That is the understandable foundation. Now let's talk about trust. Second, be trustworthy. When people are deciding who to work with, they are looking for evidence. AI systems are also working with the information that is available to them. Trust comes from specific proof, accurate service information, service areas, credentials, policies, real customer stories, reviews, examples of your work, and clear explanations of your process. Pricing guidance is part of this. You may not be able to quote every project on a web page. That is normal. But you can explain a typical range, the factors that affect cost, what is included, what can change an estimate, and when someone needs an inspection. That kind of clarity does not give away your business. It helps the right customer understand the decision before they call. And usefulness is where trust begins. Let me make the pricing piece concrete because this is where most businesses leave the most trust on the table. Here is what a typical service business says about pricing online. Pricing varies. Contact us for a free estimate. Here is what a trustworthy business says. Most of our residential projects fall between $800 and $2,400 depending on scope. The main factors that affect your price are square footage, material selection, and site access. We will give you a written estimate within 24 hours of your site visit, and we do not charge for the visit. Notice what happened there. The second version did not give away a fixed price. It gave the customer a framework for understanding the price. It removed the fear of the unknown, and it told them exactly what to expect from the process. That is what builds confidence before the first conversation. And confidence before the first conversation is what turns a browser into a buyer. You do not have to publish a price sheet. You have to publish enough that a serious customer feels safe taking the next step. Third, be actionable. A customer can find a helpful answer and still leave if the next step is unclear. If they cannot tell whether you serve their area, how to request an estimate, how soon you respond, or how to book, the answer did not become a relationship. Make the next step obvious. Give people one clear way to call, request an estimate, buy, schedule, or get an urgent question answered. Keep your business information current. More AI-assisted research and booking will continue to emerge. You do not need to predict exactly how it will unfold. The preparation is the same: accurate information, clear next steps, and operations that can follow through. Good AI readiness is simply good business readiness. Here is what to do this week. Ask 5 questions. 1. What are the 10 questions customers ask us most before they buy? 2. Do we have clear, public answers in the language our customers actually use? 3. Can someone understand our pricing approach without being forced to call first? 4. Do we show evidence of our experience, process, credentials, and customer results? 5. Can a serious customer take the next step in under a minute? If any answer is no, that is not a failure. It is your starting point. Do not rebuild everything at once. Begin with the highest value questions, the ones that shape a buying decision. Here is the honest truth about those 5 questions. Most businesses that go through them realize they have been operating on assumptions about how clear they are, not evidence. They assume customers understand what they do. They assume the pricing is obvious enough. They assume the next step is easy to find. And then they look at their website through a customer's eyes or through an AI system's eyes, and they see something different. They see a business that is hard to read, a business that asks for trust before it has earned it, a business that makes the customer do the work. That is not a failure, that is a starting point. And the businesses that close that gap, even partially, see real results. More qualified inquiries, shorter sales conversations, customers who arrive already convinced. The question is not whether your business needs this foundation. The question is how far along you already are and where to start. That is exactly what the Beacon Signal Check is designed to tell you. The hardest part is seeing your own business from the outside. You may believe your information is clear, but your customers and the AI tools they use may be seeing something very different. That is why Beacon Labs created the Beacon Signal Check. It gives you a practical read on how your business appears when people ask the questions that matter in your category. You will see what is clear, what is missing, and what to improve first. No hype, no pressure, just a useful baseline. The Signal Check is free and the link is below this video. After you have clarity, the next step depends on what you need. If you want guidance building the foundation yourself, Beacon Venture and the Execution Engine give you the structure, templates, and accountability to organize your business information, answer real customer questions, build pricing guidance, strengthen proof, and improve the path to action. If you need custom automation, integrations, AI agents, or an operational system built around your business, Beacon Labs can engineer that next layer with you. Start with the baseline, then build what lasts. The future does not belong to the businesses that create the most noise. It belongs to the businesses that are clear enough to understand, real enough to trust, and ready enough to act. Get your Beacon Signal Check below.